자, 이번엔 반달 아래의 산책입니다. 반달 아래의 산책.
Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have. Where to?
나도 모르는 내가 초대된 어딘가.
Regulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation.
유격대요?
It is on the table.
갑자기?
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret
베이커
police of
우곡대야?
Baker Street,
유격대야? 뭐야?
invite you, Sherlock Holmes,
셜록홈즈와 앗슨 박사님을 초대합니다.
to our annual dinner. Menu.
전식으론 살짝 얼린 쥐머리 샐러드.
Salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course.
주식으론 호두까기
Sounds
데니
other
특식.
in
암
Danny
뜻이 좋죠.
Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog.
땅 두더지 굴라쉬. 길거리 순무로 만든 특제 음료.
And it goes on.
그 외 다수.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have
이중살인?
to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins.
이래저래 너 왓슨 착하긴 착해.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
이래서 반달 아래에서 뭐라고 한 거구나. 자, 하프문 거리로 갑시다. 반달 거리. 레이튼 체포문을 신문하고 그의 소지품을 조사하라. 사건 현실 조사하고 묵지와 대하라. 뭐 할 게 많냐. 시작부터. 응? 할 게 꽤 있네요. 자, 여기인가? 안녕? 나랑 얘기하기 싫구나? 어디로 가야 될까요? 일단 사람이 보이니까 먼저 말을 걸어볼까.
Locked. Locked.
말을 걸 수 없는 사람이었어요?
Locked.
안 열리는 문은 왜 만드는 거야? 관하게.
Locked.
일로 가야 되나봐. 아무것도 안 보이는데?
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88.
리퍼.
But then
Jack
this is
the
nothing
Ripper.
like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
피해자.
Who were the victims?
The 2 men here, both shot. The stabbed fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweler by trade.
You spoke of...
증언이 있다 했지 않나?
You have
목전은
witnesses?
파악했나?
Well, I was there, so I gave
아,
my
너도
own
봤어?
statement. And then there were 2 other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
증언.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
총성.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear
하필
anything else.
폭죽놀이 할 때 총으로 그게 되어버렸구만. 불꽃놀이.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
그래서 그랬구만. 현장에 대한 세부 사항은
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention?
반달거리를 지나면서 이상한 점이 있진
running through
않았나?
Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
아무것도 없었다. 연립주택의
Did you
창가.
happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
시체도 조사합시다. 머리에. 일단 여기에 총을 맞은 게
This
너무나도
man
확실하죠.
stands a chance.
얘가 때문에 죽은 것도 확실하고. 그릇. 끼어있는 물체. 나무 조각.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones.
그릇은 뭐였지?
Let us take a closer look.
여기 나무 조각이 있네요.
This shard of wood is quite new.
약간 의자 조각 같다. 주머니에 열쇠가 있군요.
I wonder what kind of door
이런 열쇠
it
진짜 이쁜 것
opens.
같아. 실용성이 있냐는 모르겠지만 이쁜 것 같아요. 손.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
직사는 아니다.
The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
복부를 관통했으면. 문신도
A
있네요.
tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vacotti must have done some time there.
이 시대에는 뭐 어디 수감됐으면 거기에 관련된 문신을 하는 그게 있는 건가?
Brian Vacotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
시체는 다
A fairly
확인했고.
long pole with a forked end. A fairly long.
이건 또 여주의 물건이다. 왜 여주의 물건이겠느냐? 터너 씨.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
진술.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard two gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw two bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr.
다른 사람은
Did you
없었습니까?
see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
두 차례의 총성.
Were the two shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
용의자가 도망친 직후
What were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the half moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
기념패, 방한모, 크림전쟁, 참전용사. 참전용사시군요. 지팡이가 필요함, 절뚝거리는 다리, 절름발이. 원래 절름발이가 범인인데. 아시죠? 원래 범인은 절름발이에요. 떨어져 나간 단추, 빈곤한 삶. 돌봐준 사람이 없나봐.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
실수했다. 이게 아니라 이거 뭐야, 이건 아니네요. 자, 모순된 증언. 터널의 경찰에 도착할 때까지 연립주택에 창가에 있었다고 진술했다. 하지만 매력 경원의 진술에 따르면 창가엔 아무도 없었다고 한다. 증언이 좀 모순되었죠.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
증언이 모순되어
That is
있는
very
걸요.
interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
절름발이
Mr.
맞네요.
Turner appears to live very modestly.
그러네. 풍족한 타입은 아니군요. 벽난로,
This
불씨.
fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
불씨, 잿더미, 불타버린 종이 뭉치.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
왜 종이를 벽난로에 집어 던졌을까? 지팡이.
A perfect
딱
match.
맞네.
So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims. The books on the
시체 근처에 안
shelf are
가셨다면서.
in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
그 찾던 게 저 종이 조각인가? 저걸 왜 찾았을까? 찾아야만 하는 이유가 있었을 텐데 말이야.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
부엌칼, 잔해, 잘게 조각난 종이.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
부엌칼로 뭐 자른다고 하니까 갑자기 앨리스 매든스 리턴즈가 떠오르지. 엘메리. 창문 열어봅시다.
That's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotte's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
여기서 뭐 다 보인다.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
아니 괜찮습니다.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
침대에서 일어났다. 지팡이를 짚어들었다. 치로 다가갔다가 부러진 지팡이를 놓아두고 칼로 무언가를 자른 다음에 불거리에 던지지 않았을까? 가서 보고 어이구야 내려가서 근처에서 보고 어이구야 뭔가 죽으셨나? 빨리 올라와가지고 지팡이 내던지고 와서 종이를 자르고 불태우지 않았을까?
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
책 기름때
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
모비디?
Well now, what a find! A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
아하
A bracelet with unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature that
그래서 뭘
probably of the
자르셨군요.
Hellenistic era.
불태워졌던 종이는 이 책의 잘린 부분인 거고 그런 거구만. 그런 거였어. 할아버지 어떻게 된 거야 이거?
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age, and when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
저런 말이시잖아요.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
말하지 못한 진실.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
그 팔찌
Mr. Turner,
뭘까요?
you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes,
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
팔찌는 뭐. 이 팔찌가 왜 나왔을까? 가 더 중요한 거니까요.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
그래.
Mr. Holmes,
경찰국에 가봅시다. 경찰국에서 소지품 확인도 하고 뭐 그래 봅시다.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
뭐야 이거? Shape of the nose. 코의 모양? 내 코는 무슨 모양이지? 가장 오른쪽 모양이 좀 내 코 같은데. 일단 소지품들부터 봅시다.
So this
예,
is
권총이네요.
holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
원래 살해하기 가장 좋은 종은 리볼버라 그랬어.
2 out of the 6 shells have been
왜냐면
fired.
탄피가 남기
There were
때문에.
2 shots.
그런 얘기도 있다고요.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt. These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
사과는 뭐야 저거. 나도 저런 시계 갖고 싶다. 이뻐. 쓰진 않겠지만. 일단 이건 냅둡시다. 케니스 버틀러 브라이언 베리코티는 누군가 저지른 이중살해의 피해자이다. 그게 아닐 수도 있다 생각하기도 해요. 저는 혹시 모른달까? 다 아니잖아. 뭐야? 왜 뭐 있는 척해 계속. 오른쪽 위에 저거.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
신문해
Good
봅시다.
evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you
이렇게
everything.
협조적인 애 너무 좋아. 레이튼의 증언.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was further.
그 할아버지구만.
The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me.
아닌가?
In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead, and he escaped through
팔찌를
Whitechapel Street.
챙기려던 놈인가? 할아버지가 그거를
So you might
챙겨가서
still have had
그거 됐던
time to
거고.
return to the constable.
아,
I
이상한데.
panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. Second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
흥미진진하긴 하다.
Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
흉터, 잦은 몸싸움, 길거리 출신. 최근에 얻어맞은 경찰에게 저항함, 다혈질. 손수건, 사무용 정장, 사무직, 사무실 직원. 어딘가의 사무실에서 일을 하고 있나봐요. 아하, 예전에 수감된 전과기로. 녀석을 쫓았던 이유는
Leighton,
뭘까?
I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
브라이언 베르코티.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths
의지할
split.
때조차 없게 됐구나.
Back into
걔는
crime.
So you
얘는
lost
의지할
him.
때가 있었고.
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
하프문 거리 살인 사건은 레이튼 체프먼의 개인적인 원한을 빌미로 벌어진 소동이었다. 이건 아닌 것 같은데? 원한은 아니지 않았을까? 딱히 원한이 있어서 그런 건 아닌 것 같은데. 목격자와 대화하십시오. 아, 목격자는 한 명 더 있었죠?
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
말본새 봐.
It would be my...
Mr. Holmes,
저 거울을 통해서 봤다고 하는 걸까?
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
총성.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
다른 사람은 없었습니까?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir. I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
여기서 이글로 본 것 같은.
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
너무 안 좋은 쪽으로 많이 이어지는데? 걔한테? 너무 이쪽이지? 그 골동품 팔찌가 어떻게 된 걸까요? 그건 시체를 한번 다시 봐야 되나?
wish this crime had never happened, Mr. Holmes.
아, 서주하게 나오면 되는구나. 딱히 뭐 더 이상 여기서 할 수 있는 거 없나 봐요. 저거 한번 확인한 다음에 갈 수 있는 데가 생기지 않을까? 확인하면. 예술 및 건축물 여기 있다. 전시된 이 기부 종류는 그리스 시대의 보물을 대표하는 미술품이다. 팔찌와 목걸이, 반지에는 각각 5개의 사냥머리가 묘사되어 있으며 모든 작품은 순금으로 만들어졌다. 박물관에 전시된 미틸렌의 5사냥은 1885년에 도난당했다. 1885년에 도난을 당했다고? 그럼 여기에 또 여기 있군요. 위험한 도둑이군. 어제 저녁 대형 박물관에서 글래스퍼드 미술 전시회로 수송 중이던 그리스 시대의 보물들을 도난당하는 사건이 발생했다. 케네스 버틀러는 역사적인 미술품을 자신이 경영하는 처치가의 전당포에 판매하려 했던 사람이 있었다는 사실을 런던 경찰국에 제보했다. 경찰은 항구를 통해 런던을 빠져나가려던 빈센트 폴리라는 도둑을 검거했다. 그 시대의 보물을 운송하던 마부가 그의 얼굴을 확인했다. 수감 중인 빈센트 폴리는 나머지 보물들을 어디에 숨겨뒀는지도 털어놓지 않고 있다. 경찰은 현재까지도 보물을 수색하는 중이다.
Here it is.
버틀러?
One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
전당포로 가봅시다. 전당포에서 팔려다가 붙잡힌 거 아니야 결국 거의. 나도 배고프다. 왜인지 모를 정도로 배고프네 진짜로. 아하. 버틀러가 갖고 있던 열쇠군요. 불 좀 켜고 왔지. 조명탄 발사 장치? 조명탄 발사 장치. 눈앞에 빛이 그랬다 했었죠. 뭐야?
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 rams of Mittelin collection.
목걸이도 있어 여기에.
That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
편지. 케니스에게 4개 순양머리가 생겨진 고대 그리스의 순금 장신구가 3점이나 있다고 그랬지 않나? 혹시 아직도 가지고 있나? 어떤 녀석이 그걸 애타게 찾고 있다는 소식을 전해주려고 이렇게 편지를 쓴다네. 현찰로 두둑히 준비해뒀다고 그러더구만. 물주 녀석과의 만남을 주선해줄 테니 내 몫으로 조금만 떼어주게나. 일요일 저녁 불꽃놀이가 시작하기 전에 대로변과 맞닿은 하프문 거리에 그대로 가겠네. 브라이언 베르코티.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
무언가 잘못 들어간 건가?
Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
등반용 도구? 이것도 요주의 물건. 아니야? 그럼 뭐지? 잠깐. 너무 다 안 맞는걸? 너무 안 맞는데? 되게 다 따로따로 있는 기분이다. 하나만 더 찾으면 다 찾겠다 이거. 뭔 소리야? 야, 이건 좀 어려운걸? 어렵달까 아직 아무것도 모르겠어.
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be
좀
stolen.
지금 너무한데?
It would be my pleasure to assist you.
A fairly
얘네들도
long pole.
뭔 일 생기겠는걸?
I'll do any.
와, 나 이제 어떻게 해야 되지? 뭘 해야 될지 갑자기 막혀버렸는걸? 금 막혀버렸는데.
I wish this crime had never happened, Mr. Holmes.
제발이고 뭐고 할아버지, 저 지금 망했어요. 이게 뭐 맞는 게 없어요. 맞는 게 없어요. 맞는 게 뭐, 맞는 게 있네? 뭐야? 이게 맞다고? 이건 레이든 체프먼이 한 건 아닌 것 같아. 반지는 안 보여. 총기 발사를 재현하라. 내려가 봅시다. 얘가 쏘지 않았을까?
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
장대.
This should be useful.
만약 그렇게 해서 쐈다고 한다면
nothing interesting here.
네, 여기엔 없어. 그럼 여기에?
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
대응 사격이라 해야 되나? 이게 맞겠네요. 빈센트 폴리.
I wish this crime had never happened, Mr.
Yep.
Holmes.
It would be my pleasure.
Yep.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother?
가봤어 걱정하지 마. 가봤어. 아저씨가 다
I suppose
가봤어.
that I shall have to move my stool now.
Locked.
오씨 이번 건 좀 많이
Locked.
복잡이한데.
This mirror is
이쪽으로 하면 이거죠? 내가 봤을 때 그거는 그건 것 같은데 눈이 부신 건 그냥 저거 조명탄을 쏜 것 같은데.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with...
Tell old Wiggins that
갈 곳도 할 것도 없는 이 상황. 뭐지? 나 뭐 해야 하지?
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
야, 왔다 갔다 하면서 이거 계속 봐야 되나?
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
얘네들이 싸우는 거. 레이튼 체프모는 외출을 입은 남성이 갑작스레 사주부를 진술했다. 친숙히 물이 설달 다음에 이게 상상 속의 인물이 아닌 누군가라는 것을 밝혀야 되는 거잖아요.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
아, 왜 제가 이 경관인가요? 안 보인 것 같은데 표.
No, this is not how I walked at the time of the crime. I was more.
아, 왜? 뛰어서 그래? 천천히 가? 성격 급하단 말이야.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable.
갑자기 숨바꼭질이에요, 근데. 야, 어떻게든 홈즈 찾으면 되는 거죠?
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable.
아마 이번엔 못 찾지 않을까?
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
숨을 구석이 없는 거리, 레이튼의 진술. 범행 시각 하프문 거리에 있었던 정체불명의 남성은 못을 감추기 위해서는 위로 올라가는 방법을 택했다. 당시 상황을 재현하기로 했다. 레이튼이 진술한 다음, 진술한 대로 불꽃놀이를 흉내낸 다음 벽문을 올라가도록 해야 한다. 레이튼이 벽면을 올라갔다고 진술을 했나요? 그런 진술이 있었어요? 뭐야? 그런 얘기는 없지만 뭐 벽면 오르는 기운은 아까 발견했죠? 전당포에서. 눈뽕도 발견했지만. 여기 있죠?
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
아직 그거는 얘기가 안 나왔으니까 이건 못
This
챙기겠죠?
is exactly what
Oh,
we
shit.
need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
그냥 이걸 불꽃놀이 대신으로 쓰는 거야? 그건 또 예상 못했는데. 되게 가볍게 쓰네. 가볼까요? 제발 둘이 그만
Look
싸웠으면
here,
좋겠다.
lad. You'd better go home and start thinking about what a fine pickle your brother's landed himself in.
야, 왜 이렇게 얘한테 시비를 거는 거야?
But he'll be free tonight, 'cause he's innocent.
Don't be daft, lad. It's a closed case.
왜 얘한테 시비를 걸고 그러나? 어른이 돼갖고.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any...
깜짝이야.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can. The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying... This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
택배가 더 깜짝 놀랐네. 어? 삐. 으차. 우짜. 으짜. 자, 으짜.
Barely see anything.
진짜 궁금한 건데 셜록 홈즈 이런 건 왜 넣는 거야?
Holmes? Are you there?
아이고야, 땅콩이 짖는다.
Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that. Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
자, 이러면 눈앞에서 사라질
This
수
is the
있다.
back door of the building with the attic floor.
아마 이 다락방에 버려뒀겠죠?
These shards of glass are from the window above.
위의 창문은 깨졌어요.
It's empty.
누군가가 겉옷을 벗어났죠? 왜냐? 분이 찔리면 안 되니까. 그런 이유일까?
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope. Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic.
그냥 외투가
But in
찢어진
his
걸까?
haste, he ripped his jacket. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
그랬겠죠? 그래서 여기까지 왔을 것이다. 이건 부속하러 갑시다. 분석.
Let us take a closer look.
자, 현배경으로 봅시다.
It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much
털이고
doubt
사람의
that
머리카락은 아니다.
I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Where? I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
머리카락.
Such a fuss. One little hair. Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample. This is a most unusual hair. The horse hair is thinner.
말의 갈기보다 더 굵다고?
So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
유랑극단? 갑자기? 얘가 들고 있던 게 총이 아닌 건가? 눈속임. 두 번째 권총을 갖고 있을 수도 있다. 위긴스가 있는 곳이 여기니까 딱 맞게 왔죠? 다행이네요. 또 뭐 말다툼 하겠죠.
Mr. Constable, why did you become a constable?
Why? Because I wanted to serve Her Majesty, that's why.
And what about serving the people like us?
What? Your sort are the plague of London. Be quiet now.
와, 얘한테 암덩어리래. 미쳤나봐. 말넘심.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very
유랑극단.
large one.
You can count on
굉장히
me, Mr.
커다란
Holmes.
동물을 데리고 있는 유랑극단. 다음날 아침 이른 시각.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
코끼리?
Is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known traveling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
규발 형제 유랑극단. 여기에 범인이 있겠죠? 아마도?
Hey, you! Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of, artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off.
거질
You're a
아니에요.
bit slow to catch on, eh? Get lost.
함부로 들어갔다가는 또 그럴 것 같으니까 변장을 하고 찾아와야겠죠? 옷 갈아입고 옵시다. 유랑극단처럼. 옷 갈아입을 시간이다. 왠지 오랜만에 갈아입는 기분인걸? 근데 어떻게 입어야 돼? 어떻게 입어야 유랑극단으로 보이는 거죠? 되게 교수님 같이 생겼는데? 이거 약간 교수님 룩인데? 이건 아닌 것 같은 기분이 드는걸?
Holmes, I won't be able to join you. I promised to visit a patient today.
It's all right, Watson. I
무성한 털과 지저분한 옷까지 신문을 숨길 모자. 모자? 무성한 털과 모자. 이거? 무성한 털. 이거면 될라나? 여기까지 온 김에 편지 하나쯤 오지 않았을까? 놀랍게 그지없는 사건이다. 앞으로는 문제들이 맹독식물을 이용한 살인을 저지르지 않을까 심히 우려되는 바이다. 큐왕립 식문에서 일하던 젊은 여성이 동료 직원과 공모하여 식물 원장 몬테규던을 살해하는 계획을 세웠다. 단순히 심장마비 때문이라고 여겨졌던 사건의 진상을 밝혀낸 사람은 어느 탐정이었다. 그가 바로 셜록홈즈였다. 맞아요. 제가 했어요. 내가 알아냈어요.
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
안경 벗으라는 거니? 그치만 난 안경이 좋은데.
I'd better wear a shabby hat.
허름한 모자 아니니? 더 허름한 모자가 있어? 이런 거?
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Oh, thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
저렇게까지 속아주니 기분 좋긴 한걸? 사회생활 잘하네. 와트슨.
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
Charles Foley is inside the marquee.
돌아다녀 볼까? 저건 뭐지? 채소잖아. 뭔가 할 수 있는 건 없나 봐요. 반갑수다.
So, everything is here just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight then.
뭐길래
This
그러지?
wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside. There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out. The crest of the
뭐야, 이게?
Honorable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure.
어떻게 확인하게?
Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder. The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry.
저 나무통들은 그렇군요. 여기선 할 게 더 이상 없는 것 같은데? 아닌가? 뭔가 있다. 인쇄기. 벽보. Rise up.
From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman
반란?
wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people. This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing
폭동을
hundreds of
위한
pages per day.
무언가구나.
There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls. Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank.
드디어 맨 처음부터 나왔던 그 불안당에 관한 얘기가 나오네요.
Stolen by the merry men quite recently, and these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The merry men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
어렵지 않지, 어렵지 않지. 일단 열쇠, 안전금고, 피 묻은 붕대, 최근에 입은 부상, 왜 입었을까? 무장함, 권총, 극악무도. 수장머리가 생겨진 반지, 도난당한 전시품. 붕대를 감 손가락, 민첩 한 번 놀림, 고개사. 뭐야, 여기 있는 거야? 여기요? 아, 뭐 어렵지 않죠. 아, 뭐 이런 걸 갖다가, 야, 이런 건 좀 너무 수준 떨어진다, 야. 아니, 키가 안 먹혀. 왜 키가 막히고 있어 이거? 짜란.
I need to find.
열었는데요.
I need.
권총이랑 이게 된다고? 왜? 아, 이것 때문에. 내가 땄어.
Well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley from York.
Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
감옥에 갇힌 도둑.
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on a corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
갑시다. 아, 이거 좀 처음부터 나왔던 그 얘기가 이제야 좀 풀리는 거구나.
Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures. This lock is quite...
자, 열어봅시다. 일단 얘네 둘부터 맞춰놔. 이상한데? 됐어. 얘 둘은 맞았어요. 아마 이렇게일 거고, 이렇게. 가차.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it. This cupboard is an absolute mess. Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
움직여볼까요? 아하, 금고가 여기 있구나.
That's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
열어보죠. 아, 뭔가 그런 건 또 아니네. 아하. 이 녀석이 좀 잘못되었구만. 필요 없는 부분에 보고 있었구나 내가. 열쇠 하나 더 필요하네.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out. Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
노팅힐 저택에 함정을 설치하라. 일단 열로 오겠죠? 창문보다는 일단 문으로 나가려고 할 테니까.
A solid rope. This should.
의자를 가져오고.
A solid.
부엌문을 어저로 막아둡시다. 이 밧줄도 참 쓸만한 데가 있을 텐데 말이야. 결국엔 저렇게 열 것이다. 2층엔 뭐가 있지?
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
우리 최후의 수단은 창문인 거죠.
This should be.
구슬 목걸이.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
계단. 구슬 흩뿌리기.
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
딱히 문제없이 다니네요. 그래도. 위에는 딱히 뭐가 더 이상은 없는 듯 하죠?
Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
다 이렇게 위층은 막았어요.
I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached.
되게 튼튼한 밧줄이 하나 있었죠? 그 밧줄을 쓸 때가 온 것 같아요.
This door. This should.
밧줄을 매달고 망치 망치랑 묶어버려.
Thieves already tried to open the lock.
샹들리에 위에
If
배달.
anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall. If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down.
야 이거 안 죽냐? 되게 뾰족한데 끝에? 마지막은 이 창문인가?
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police. This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
저런 게 또 시야에 안 보이는 것도 굉장히 중요하거든요. 쪽문을 열어놔.
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get
이게
out.
함정이야? 이게 뭐야? 죽이는 함정 아니야 나? 뭔가 얘 잡아둔 함정이 아니라 죽이는 함정인데? 그래? 근데 그냥 뛰어넘네. 물품이 부족하단 말이야? 뭐가 필요할까? 무엇을 저기다가 해놓으면 좋을까? 융단!
This should be.
융단은 쓸만하지. 융단을 깔아놔. 그럼 모르고 밟을 거야. 그럼 떨어지겠지?
It's not an open hand.
안 죽냐?
Just a nice cut.
야 도망가다 애들 다
I should
죽겠어.
walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
좀 이상한데? 범인 잡는 게 아니라 범인 죽이는 거 아니야? 죽지만 않으면 잡아갈 수 있다 이건가 약간? 배트맨인가?
Police! Police!
Stop where you are!
Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
Oh, you sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson,
I
it was
did?
quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
왓슨 진짜 귀여워.
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How do you know about that?
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
형,
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men.
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
난 배신자가 아니야. 원래부터 이러려고 들어왔던 거라고.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
애당초 난 걔네 찾았다고 얘기도 안 했다.
Dear brother.
나 아무것도 안 했잖아.
Don't move, you flimflammer.
버려진 노팅힐 저택에서 발견한 비밀 금고에서 1815년 도난당했던 그리시대 보물 중 일부가 발견되었다. 근데 이러면 이거 하나밖에 없지 않아? 너무 얘밖에 없는데?
Charles
답이?
Foley, you were a witness to a double murder. You were standing next to Vercotti when Butler fired at your accomplice. The jeweler missed him, but they proceeded to kill each other with simultaneous shots. Even if your intention was to retrieve the stolen treasure, you did not intend to kill. I shall inform Inspector Lestrade of that fact, so your sentence should be the lighter.
You are a fine gentleman, with your fake pity.
I do what I think is right. It is never due to pity. Farewell, Foley. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
뭐지? 나 이거 해결했는데? 나 그럼 이제 뭐 하는데? 뭐 더 있어? 더 있겠지.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that.
얘네가
already.
불안당이군요.
We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone.
중2병이냐?
They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. will you let us do our duty?
그건 좀 곤란하지. 혓.
When people fight the Order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
유후. 도망가. 야, 이 도망가다고 되는 거야 이게? 도망가다고 될 폭발이야? 그런 폭발이야 이게? 아니 이게 도망친다고 되냐고?
So, you're interested in Russian literature?
Quite.
죄와벌.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole Empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night.
그렇지. 한두 명 잡는다고 사라지는 것도 아니지. 또 다른 불안당이 생기겠지.
Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbor. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
폴리의 복수극이었죠. 자, 반다라의 산책은 이걸로 끝입니다. 근데 뭔가 더 있을 수도 있으니까 계속해서 볼까요? 아, 그냥 그 레이디는 다음 편 때문에 그런 건가? 셜록홈즈 악의 딸이었나? 이 여자 그 여자잖아. 그 부잣집 부인. 죽은 남편. 아. 사건과 관련된 사람들이 나오는군요. 얘도 남편 죽었죠. 작살에 꽂혀서. 야, 근데 무슨 내연녀 내연남은 뭐 모두에게 필수 요소야? 이 아줌마도 내연남이 있었고, 아까 맨 처음 나왔던 그 아주머니도 내연남이 있었잖아. 이 아저씨는 그냥 뭐라 해야 되냐, 이 아저씨는 그냥 뭐 좀 몸에 비싼 거 이러고 가져갔다가 아무런 벌도 받지 않긴 했지만 그렇네요. 이 아버지 죽었죠. 이건 아마 그 열차 사라진 그 사건. 네, 이렇게 해서 셜록홈즈 죄와벌이라는 게임은 여기까지입니다. 이게 엔딩이에요. 쿡 영상 있나 근데? 있으면 좋겠는데? 죄와벌 뭐 있냐? 뭐예요? 이렇게 담배 피고 있는 거예요, 계속? 좀만 있어봐요. 그냥 계속 이렇게 빙글빙글 도는 게 끝인가? 뭐 없나? 이게 끝이야? 이거 뭐 없나요? 그래서 뭐 없는 거 같죠? 뭐 셜록홈즈는 여기까지 하도록 합시다. 왜 되게 애매하게 이런 게 있는 건지 모르겠네. 진짜로. 뭐가 있는 것만 같이. 업무가 죄와벌이야. 여기까지인 거겠죠? 셜록홈즈 죄와벌은 여기까지.